indeed published a list with 20 ways to make money from home. Some of these ideas, decent. Others, honestly, a bit of a joke. I have been working online for years, and in this video, I will go through each idea and tell you what's actually worth your time. Become a virtual assistant. So the first suggestion on the list is become a virtual assistant. It sounds simple. Work from home, manage someone else's calendar, answer emails, do some online research. Easy, right? Here's what people don't tell you. If you don't have strong computer skills or experience managing tasks online, it's going to feel overwhelming fast. You are not just sending emails and scheduling Zoom calls. You might be asked to organize events, manage inboxes with hundreds of messages, track expenses, chase up clients. The virtual assistant market is saturated. There are thousands of freelancers on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr already doing this, with polished profiles, reviews, and experience. So if you are just starting out, getting your first client won't be instant. When does it make sense to become a virtual assistant? If you are already organized in your own life, like you genuinely love spreadsheets, checklists, planning other people's birthdays, you are halfway there. If you have decent computer literacy, you are comfortable learning new tools like Trello, Notion, or Google Workspace. Pet sitting. First of all, this is a make money from someone else's home suggestion, not make money from home. Why is this even on the list? You are literally leaving your house to make care of someone else's pets in their space. So unless your definition of working from home includes commuting to cuddle someone's golden retriever, this one doesn't count. Sell your possessions online. First of all, this is not a long-term way to make money from home. You can only sell your old phone, random clothes, and unused blender for once. What happens after that? Second, the return on investment is usually low. You will spend time taking photos, writing listings, optimizing the description, checking the price of similar items. And for what? $20 and a trip to the post office? And yes, you will probably have to leave your apartment to ship it. So again, how this is a making money from home suggestion. If you need some quick cash and you are decluttering anyway, sure, go for it. But don't mistakenly take this for an actual home income stream. It's one-time clean-out, not a business model. Tutor students online. Tutoring sounds like an easy way to make money from home. But as a former teacher, I have to tell you, it's not that simple. It takes serious preparations and you need to have the right qualifications. In most cases, that means actual education and not just being good at a subject. There are different tutoring methods, different learning styles, and if you don't have a clear approach, it will show. Also, if you are a student yourself, keep in mind that tutoring can take a lot of mental energy. It's not just an hour of talking. You are planning lessons, thinking through examples, and adjusting based on how your students learn. Start a blog. We are not even halfway through the list, and honestly, I already feel that familiar FOMO. Like, there are so many ways to make money online, and somehow you are the only one not doing any of them. If you felt that, you are not alone. Now, about blogging. Start a blog always sounds like such a calm, cozy idea. But let's be real. Unless you already know how to write engaging content, how to promote it, where to promote it, how to manage social media, how to bring in actual traffic, this is going to be a full-time commitment. I'm not saying it's a terrible idea, but it's definitely not passive. You will spend hours writing, editing, posting, learning SEO, figuring out email lists, and then still wonder why no one is reading it yet. If you genuinely love writing and you know you will stay committed, go ahead, it can become something. But if you think this is an easy income stream that just runs itself while you sip coffee and check your stats, trust me, it won't be. I'm not here to discourage you. I just want to avoid romanticizing this whole make money online thing. Blogging can work, but it's work. Sell services online. This one sounds solid. Sell your services online. And yes, it can work. But here is the thing, no one says out loud. You actually need to have a service to sell. Graphic design, web development, video editing, animation, those are skills, real ones. And if you don't already have one of them, this advice just makes you feel behind. If you do have a skill, great. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer can help you find clients. But even then, it takes time. You will need to build a profile, compete with people who have been doing it for years, create sales funnels. This sounds more like startup jargon than an actual way to make money from home. And yet, it's on the list. If you are thinking about offering this as a service, you need to know what you are doing. Do this only if you understand how people make buying decisions, or if you have a background in sales, marketing, or customer support. Otherwise, you will be lost in tools, templates, and terminology that mean nothing without strategy. This isn't drag and drop. It's psychology, copywriting, automation, and testing. You will need to learn a lot before you can get paid for it. And that's just the truth. Sell consulting services. Consulting sounds great on paper, but you need to be really good at something for people to pay you just to hear your opinion. For example, my father is a doctor and has decades of experience. If he wanted to start consulting, people who are planning to open clinics or invest in medical equipment would 100% value his advice because he has been there, done that for over 30 years. That's what makes someone worth listening to. If you have years of experience in a specific field and you have actually solved real problems, then yes, this could be a path worth exploring. But if you are still figuring things out yourself, this isn't the place to start. Creating a blog or posting on LinkedIn doesn't automatically make you a consultant. You need proof, case studies, and ideally, people who have already benefited from your advice. Launch an online store. First of all, not everyone is a seller. I am definitely not. I don't enjoy selling stuff, and running an e-commerce store wouldn't be something I do with pleasure. If you are like me, forcing yourself into this space just because it's trending won't end well. You will need to handle sourcing, product listings, pricing, social media, customer service, shipping, returns, and a dozen other things no one mentions in those Shopify ads. If you genuinely like the idea of building a product-based business and you are willing to put in the work, then yes, it can be worth it. But don't expect it to be simple or passive. It is definitely not. Create webinars. This one gets thrown around like it's the ultimate online income hack. Just host a webinar and make money from home. But here is what people do not tell you. Creating a webinar that actually sells something takes serious skills. You need to be great at teaching, great at storytelling, and even better at selling. Promoting a webinar is also a whole separate job. You will need to run ads, build a landing page, set up an email tool to send reminders and follow-ups, and host the webinar on a paid platform. Now you are paying for a website, a CRM, a webinar tool, and ad campaigns. And that's all before you make a single sale. So unless you already have a product, an audience, and a clear strategy, this isn't the place to start. It's not simple, and it's definitely not free. That's the first 10 ideas. Some are doable, some are clearly a waste of your time. And if you are sitting there wondering why nothing is working for you, that doesn't mean you are doing it wrong. It just means you haven't found the right fit yet. Making money from home depends on your skills, your energy, and your current situation. This isn't about chasing every trend. It's about choosing something that actually makes sense for you and sticking with it long enough to see results. Part 2 is on the way. I will go through the next 10 ideas and keep it just as real. Subscribe so you don't miss it.